Hi Cheez-Its, welcome back to another video, and we're back here with another Q&A video. It has been literally 3 years since the last time I've done I think 3 years, like whatever. It's been about 3 years since I've done the last one, and if you saw the last one, I mean, it's probably maybe a bit outdated, or there's more questions y'all might have had to ask me since it's been a very long time. So, you know, I thought I might as well do another one and answer some goofy odd questions that y'all left in my Discord. First up we have, what happened to the Lemmie and Legacy content? Will we get more on Route 9? I'd say that I will definitely be doing a stream once Route 9 comes out. Every time there's a big Lemmie and Legacy update like that, I do like to at least check it out for sure. And although I don't really post much Lemmie and Legacy content anymore, it's kind of just because, well, they don't have more content to post about. Like, look at any Lemmie and Legacy YouTuber, they're like dead. I mean, Lucky HD, he's moved on to Pokemon. I don't know what else to tell you, but for Halloween and for Christmas, for sure I always come back to those events, and for sure I'll be streaming them, but it's not like I'm a Lemmie and Legacy YouTuber, and I never was to begin with. It's just a game I like, so I'll pop back in from time to time. If there's Cheesy Demon, where's Milk Angel? Bro, you don't understand the lore. There is Milk Angel, but her name's Moldy Angel, and in one of my old videos, we pretend to have like some sort of Darman Oz skit, I don't even know, in Adopt Me, where I'm just being called Moldy Angel and I get kidnapped. It's so bad. It's so actually bad. But I don't know. Those were different times, I guess. Would you rather fight a Mike Tyson-sized horseshoe crab or 5 horseshoe crab-sized Mike Tysons? Okay, if we're trying to think about this logically, a fight against a giant horseshoe crab that's the size of Mike Tyson probably would do me in, but 5 little Mike Tysons, I don't know what are they gonna like bite my toes off? Like, what am I don't know, what am I meant to do about that if they just start clobbering me? I feel like the giant horseshoe crab though, are horseshoe crabs dangerous? Like in general, I don't know anything about horseshoe crabs. I feel like the mini Mike Tysons are gonna have more like fight or battle sense, and then they're gonna take me out. So low-key, if the horseshoe crab is dumb, it doesn't know what it's doing, maybe I could take that thing out. Maybe. Will you ever do a jujutsu? I can't speak. Sorry, specifically saying jujutsu shenanigans is so hard for me. You don't understand. I had to do like 5 different takes. But I am not doing any videos on JJK shenanigans. It's mainly just because I don't even play that game, but I don't do a lot of Roblox content. I'm trying to actually get back into a little bit more, if anything. Who's your biggest inspiration, and what's it like being a small content creator? In my first QNA, I did say that it's fun. I used to watch her videos religiously. If anything, from what I got out of it, I just wanted to make content that was funny and people could enjoy, and that came definitely from her. But if we're talking more about like recent times, I'd say I'm more so like YouTubers that are storytime animators, might talk about anime, or, you know, maybe just CDogVA because he's a goat. If we're talking about people in specific, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really sure, but maybe just shout out to like Silly Pow. Like, I love her content. It's like animated story times, and they have a lot of funny jokes in them, and I do find them enjoyable, despite some of the topics being maybe not so enjoyable. But she's really awesome. Go check her out, I'm just saying. Being a small content creator though, it has its ups and downs, because on the one side, I've met quite a few people from like stream chats or stuff in my Discord, and it's had its fair share of fun moments, I'd say. But you know, the downside also, I don't make any money from this, and it's all just a passion project at the end of the day, which is perfectly fine by me. But, you know, obviously if I made a little extra money, I wouldn't be exactly opposed, but it's not what fuels me, is what I'm saying. I feel like that's the thing with being a small content creator. It's about passion at the end of the day, and although a lot of the older videos maybe didn't have as much passion, I do try to make things more scripted and more like thought out. Like, I'm planning on doing that soon. I have a couple video ideas, and I'm just saying they're gonna be more scripted. and I'm just gonna see how it does, because I haven't really done a lot of those in a while, and you know, I just want to bring them back because I do find it enjoyable when I can write in my own jokes, you know. Tokusatsu video went pro nuke. We'll do a Super Sentai openings video sometime in the future. I don't know when that is. I keep forgetting about it, man. The best lip balm, I don't really use. I mean, like, I use just one lip balm from like Portland Bees Farm or whatever the heck it's called, and that's like all I have. I don't know. Best pen and pencil brand, this is a really random question. I just use these big domino looking pencils because I have huge hands, so I guess that is my preferred choice. Best grocery store water bottle company, best place to get clothes from, and best shoe company. I don't know about grocery store water bottle. I just have a Hydro Flask. That thing's super old. It's like $30-40 and it's lasted me like since, oh my god, wait, it's like 8 years I've had this thing. Best place to get clothes from? Hot Topic. I'm just saying, you're not gonna find a lot of alternative clothes elsewhere on the regular. And not that it's necessarily a bad thing, not everybody likes to dress alternatively, but for me, I do like to experiment on my style sometimes, but at the same time it's like, okay, fine, I'll settle at the Old Navy and get myself a plain green shirt because what else am I gonna buy? I don't know. I really like Hot Topic. They got a lot of drip. Even if you're not necessarily alternative, they got like Disney stuff and all that whatever now. So now about the shoes, I gotta say that Vans has actually really stepped up their game, and low-key, I know Vans is not necessarily underrated, but what is underrated is their like wacky shoes that people don't buy. They always get like the black Vans, which is fine, but if you look deeper, they actually have a lot of peak. I have these black shoes, they have red flames on them, and they look sick. Do I wear them? No, because I unfortunately left most of my shoes home. What's your favorite Minecraft mob? I'd probably say, like, I like the bees because they're cute. Mainly just because they're cute, because I mean, not like I really do much with the bees. If anything, I always have like a ton of dogs, especially with the new like dog breed update. Or like cats. I mean, they're pretty basic like animals in the game, but like you can't go wrong with them. Who's my celebrity crush? Okay, guys, I've had this question in the previous Q&A. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm gonna be so for real. I didn't really have like any crushes growing up until like really late high school. So I don't really relate to the same thing of, oh, this guy was attractive and I really liked him in that movie that I saw when I was younger. The same thing with like fictional characters, because it just I don't know, it didn't really happen for me, you know. So I don't have a celebrity crush. I'm gonna be so for real. I barely even know most actors or celebrities. I'm very face blind, so it doesn't really help me there either. My favorite season, I personally really love the fall season. A little bit of the winter, but not really so much. Fall is when it's like beautiful, perfect weather. You get that breeze in your face. The dead leaves are flying also in your face, and maybe you choke on a few. But you know, you see it's like very, very nice. It's very good walking weather versus winter. You can't even go outside. And given how I, need to bike for my groceries, winter's also not really the best for that. But fall is. I'm not dying of thirst in the summer. I don't need to worry about that. And the air is a lot better for me to like... Look, I genuinely have like, I don't know if I have some asthma problems or what. I have horrible like breathing problems when I go biking. And it's just, it's pretty bad. But I know for sure when it's like these cooler weathers, I don't have that problem. So I'm just saying, maybe it's something to do with the air. What app do I use most? Probably, if we're really thinking about what's open the most, it's definitely Discord. I mean, it's always open. And I stay on calls for very long times, when I do get on them. If we're thinking games, it's definitely Roblox. I'm on Roblox a lot because I'm always farming, you guessed it, Royal High. So, I don't know. Aside from that, I'm not really sure what else I would be using a ton. So honestly, for my favorite song, I don't have like one particular favorite. I have a favorite band, which is Set It Off. I love their music. Out of everything though, even though they're more of like a rock punk like band, one of my favorite songs from them is called Miss Mysterious. It's very different from like their usual stuff, especially within that album. They experimented a bit. And usually I don't really listen to their albums with that. Some of them I really like some specific songs are really good. Like the Midnight album, they did something different, but they're still really good songs. But I don't know, something about that song in particular, like I really vibe to it. I really like it. If we're talking about their more punk songs, I don't know, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead is one of my favorites, that kind of thing. But if we're not talking about that kind of music and we're talking about Vocaloid music, my favorite for sure is Sand Planet. It has been for a very long time and I really like that song, and you guys should check out more Vocaloid songs, especially the older ones. Oh my god, whoa! Horror or comedy? Why not both? Horror comedies are pretty awesome and there's not a lot of them, and we tried making a horror comedy with Murder Hide, for example, which is why I bring that up. I prefer comedy, but it's just that the comedy needs to be done well, because there's a lot of things that'll be like, oh, this is comedy, you want to watch it, right? And then it's just like, this ain't my humor at all, so I'd rather watch horror in that case. It just depends how it's executed. Horror where it's just, oh no, you're being murdered. I really like psychological horror, the stuff where it's horror and there might be murder, sure. It's horror, but it's built on more of like a story versus just like a slasher film. The worst gift I ever got, I went to school with this kid in elementary school. She gave me a gift at random, wasn't my birthday or anything, just gave me a gift. And it was a sloppily made card that said, "You go girl," had nothing else on the inside, and then gave me a sticker. And I was so confused. It was very random. We hadn't been talking for a very long time. I still have that letter somewhere. Because I keep all of my letters that have been given to me since like I was 10 years old. I know it's a weird thing, but I find it to be, I don't know, very sentimental. And I still have a bunch of birthday cards, so whatever. But I found that one to be quite weird. Why do you start making videos? I started making videos around COVID time, like literally COVID was just happening. What was it, like May that I made my channel? It wasn't just me who wanted to make a channel, it was actually my friends at the time, specifically being Music. He hasn't been on the channel in a very long time, but he's still a very good friend of mine, and he wanted to make like a channel with all of us. So we were originally the Six Sisters. We made like some silly Roblox stuff and we like acted like we were family, not literally, but we all called each other like sister, even if some of them were guys for some reason. But I don't know, it wasn't necessarily my idea, but I went along with it and I made videos with them, and that's just kind of how it ended up starting, I guess. What keeps you going with these videos? As I said earlier, it's really just down to passion. A lot of these things are just like, it could be a topic that I would like to share, think would be funny in a video, or just funny moments with friends. But the original reason that I kept posting so frequently was because I wanted to keep all of the memories alive in some shape or form. I myself have a really bad memory. Like, when you think of a bad memory, I started to think that these videos were kind of a way for me to keep these memories and to look back on them, even though maybe I don't do that as much as I would have thought I would. It's still there. It's still a part of my childhood, is still readily available for me to view. All of those things from COVID that I had recording, all of that would have been lost to time, because it's not like I'm gonna remember every single enjoyable moment I had with my friends, but they're there for me to look back on. And I really appreciate that I do have this channel, because it's being able to see all these different things that I've forgotten, and even if they're cringy, be able to see that I was having fun and enjoying myself during, like, COVID was rough for everybody, man. It was not great during that time, but despite that, having all these fun moments that I can look back on, I really appreciate that. If a dog has cheese, what kind of cheese would he have? Dog with the butter. Butter dog. Dog with the cheese. but a cheese? Alright, y'all are messing with me with these questions. What if cheese was a cheese, what cheese would a cheese be to be cheese? Like, really? Really? What does that even mean? Oh, I can't wait to get my cheese grater out to cheese the cheese. What's your favorite dog breed? For the longest time, I loved pugs. I still do. They're so cute. Like, when you see the, like, specifically, like, black colored pugs, like pug puppies, they're so adorable. And recently, I feel like I've had more of a bias to kind of, like, pit bull dogs. Oh my god, they're so precious. They're so goofy looking, but they're so awesome. What's your favorite game to play? If I have not subtly brought this up enough. That wasn't English. I really like to play Royal High. I get a lot of judgment for it, but genuinely it's something that makes me happy because I can spend a ton of time grinding to get all this money, and then I can use it to create outfits and buy new things to make the outfits. There's just this thing about like fashion games that I've always enjoyed, and given how I used to be very against fashion, and now I really like fashion, you know, it's just something I genuinely enjoy doing. That didn't really make much sense. Do you really have to even ask what my favorite food is? I mean, it's kinda in the title, man. I'm just saying, but if we're gonna exclude the obvious, which is cheese, then I'd say I really love chicken. Holy chicken, I eat so much of it, and there's a reason why I have iron problems. I eat so much chicken. If you watch the world burn down in front of you, what would be your last thoughts? Finally, that would be my last thoughts. That's kind of grim. What do you plan to do in the next year or so? I really want to make more scripted videos, as I think I said earlier. More than anything, I don't know, just make more things that I'm proud of making, because some of my videos are really lazy, which is fair enough. I mean, I don't know, but I want to make things that I really can look back on and be like, dang, that was well edited of myself. That was a funny joke. I really do appreciate myself. Give myself a high five. I don't know. Just make better scripted content and better things that I find enjoyable, and, you know, that kind of stuff. What are some tips about doing art? I'd say to start off learning the basics is, you know, important. I used to be someone who would, like, copy. I started off from, well, not that I didn't start off. I always liked drawing as a kid, but where I really got better at was copying. But the problem with that is copying is one thing, but knowing the fundamentals and being able to create it yourself from scratch or your own art style is a completely other thing. That's why I don't necessarily recommend copying one-to-one when you don't understand why it should look like that, like where the where the features of the face should be, why the ear is like where it is, because I know it always ends up somewhere weird, even in some professional cases. Same goes with, I really do not recommend tracing at all, because you do not learn from tracing. Just trying things on your own. You can use references, of course, just don't try to use that as a one-to-one copy kind of situation. Like, I guess it is still good to use it for references, you could say, is copying, but you know what I mean. You need to figure out like your own sense of understanding for anatomy and why things look the way they are, which is just doesn't come out of, oh, I see this anime face, I'm gonna put it down on paper, which is what I used to do back in the day. What do you struggle with in life, art, or games? I don't know. That's the question, not me saying I don't know. In art, what I find difficult for sure is perspective. I feel like I definitely rarely do perspective in art. And it's not that I don't necessarily want to, it's just that I never consider it. That and specific, like, lighting. It's things that I just don't think about, that I haven't really expanded much on, and I could. Burger's good? You like burger? I used to really like burgers. Now I really like chicken burgers. What's your Pizza Hut order? Oh man, bro. I don't know if they still have them anymore, because I know when I checked DoorDash and whatever, they took it off, but they had these party things that would get you a side of wings, breadsticks, and a bunch of pizza, and those were absolute fire. And when they took that off the website, I was like very sad, because it gave you a bit of everything, and I really like the variety. 32, more like 36. 36 Music, Hatsune Miku. If life gave you lemons, what would you do with them? Well, first off, you would want to start collecting all the lemons from everybody's lemon trees. And after that, you go to the factories and stop making their machines work to squeeze all the lemons so they don't have any more lemon juice. Then, after you have collected all of the lemons, and potentially lemon juice, you go on to make your own monopoly of lemonade. And because people are so deprived of lemonade and also lemon squeezed on fruits and, you know, fish, because people like that and it's pretty fire, they're gonna be like, hey, you have all the lemons, can we get some lemons? You're gonna be like, yeah, of course you can, but for the low price of $200, you can get one singular lemon. So, to answer your question, start a monopoly. Someone asked me to rank my friends in a tier list, which, wow, that's kind of crazy to think of as a concept. But, you know, I did listen to your suggestion, and here's my very W tier list with the various tiers of the OGs, people been here from day one, the W friends, people I still talk to, and people I barely talk to, but, you know, I would still consider them a friend if they ever chatted me up. And then the Nova tier, which, you know, also called the LARPer tier.
Davis! This is the last of my LARP! Take it from me!
LARPer Nova, Stairs, Nova Monster? I don't know. All jokes aside though, great friends all around. I'm sorry, Nova. Why is Nuke the best person I've seen on your channel? Holy glazing yourself, Nuke. Holy glazing yourself. That's crazy. Actually, it would be really funny if this was not from Nuke. Bro, who asked these questions? I'm really wondering. It's gotta be one of my friends, but I'm so confused. Why did you push me down the stairs? My back hasn't recovered, Cheesy. I don't know. I don't know, man. When did I push who down the stairs? Maybe you deserved it. I don't know. What do you mean when you say your friends are like pawns to you? What do you think I am? What do you think I am? Am I Ayana Koji, bro? Am I just like, oh, all these foids, they're so easy to manipulate? Like, what is this question? I genuinely wonder who submitted all these. Blue cheese? Why? Because blue cheese is awesome, my friend. Clearly, you have not tried blue cheese. You know, I feel like that is actually the sentiment of people who haven't tried blue cheese. They just think it looks weird and don't want to try it. It's an acquired taste to some, I'll say it, but like to me, I feel like it has just such a different taste from other cheeses. And I don't know, I just really like blue cheese. Is baby powder made out of babies? You know what? Yeah, actually, you know, funnily enough, you know, babies, they actually come from powder. Like, they're formed from powder in the first place. So baby powder doesn't come from babies. Babies come from baby powder. Anyways, guys, that was the last of the questions. Some of them were a little bit schizophrenic. And, you know, I hope y'all enjoyed me ranting to myself, essentially. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else y'all wanted to ask, because I know not everybody's in the Discord server, and I'll most likely respond to you. And hope y'all enjoyed. And I don't know, that's it.